Do you want a way to remotely access your bank at any hour of the day? Or maybe you want a distinct and visually stunning mount that nobody else has in the game? As we dive into Phase 3, the Argent Tournament 3.0 update makes it the place to be with new quests, rewards, and vendors. I've got all the information you need on the huge new updates coming to the tournament in Phase 3. So first up, there are new Sunreaver or Silver Covenant NPCs depending on your faction. These are being added to the tent where you do your typical Argent City dailies. These NPCs include new quest givers and a vendor which will sell you brand new rewards. There are 2 new mounts for the Sunreavers and 2 for the Silver Covenant at 100 and 150 champion seals each. There's also the brand new Shimmering Wyrmling pet for 40 seals, which is visually stunning. But that's just the start of the new rewards, since there's a new NPC in the Crusader tent to the west of the tournament. Dame Evnicki will only talk to you if you're an exalted champion of the Alliance or the Horde. She sells a brand new Argent warhorse and a charger for 100 seals. These go perfectly with the new Argent Crusade banner as well. There's also the new Argent tabard, which teleports you to the Trial of Crusader every 30 minutes for 50 seals. And in a mildly useful change, you can also buy all the PvE heirlooms from Dame Evnicki as well. But the really exciting item she sells is the Argent Pony Bridle. This is a direct upgrade for your Argent Squire or your Gruntling. It costs 150 seals and it gives you an option with a 4-hour cooldown. You can access the vendor, the bank, or the mailbox, and this is the only way to remotely access your bank for non-engineers. So you might be wondering how to access these new NPCs. In order to access the Sunreavers or the Silver Covenant vendors, you just have to be exalted with their faction. You'll also have to have championed at least one other city, meaning you've done 5 days of daily quests and gained 25 Valiant Seals. If you want access to the new NPC that sells the Pony Bridle, the Tabard, and the heirlooms, you'll have to become an exalted champion for your faction. That means you'll have to champion every city in the Argent Tournament by doing the basic dailies until you get 25 Valiant Seals per city. This does not, however, include the new Sunreaver or the Silver Covenant dailies, which are completely standalone. It does mean, though, that you'll have to get exalted with every major classic city to access all the new rewards. The best way to get your city reps maxed out is Runecloth Turn-ins. The Leatrix Plus can automate the whole process, or an add-on called Turn-in, which I used. The problem is that Runecloth is so expensive right now, so I've been turning to early game quests for reputation as well. Argent Tournament dailies are a must too, since you can get the Champion Writs, which are 500 reputation each. I used to recommend getting the purse, but Runecloth prices have to be under 7 silver to make the purse better. Unfortunately, on my server Fairlina, prices are over 20 silver per Runecloth. So now we can access all the new vendors, but what about earning Champion Seals to get the rewards? Well, like before, doing the Argent Tournament dailies is still the best way to get Champion Seals. But here's the great news. A ton of new daily quests have been added, and they're much easier than the old ones. I've compiled everything in my full Argent Tournament 3.0 cheat sheet. Refer to that if you need maps or any more tips per quest. So diving into the quests, there are brand new Sunreaver and Silver Covenant dailies. These dailies offer 1 champion seal each, so they're always worth doing. Hirana the Blooded or Narasi Snowdown offer 2 quests per day. One of these quests will always be to save Call the Reckless. He's near Dr. Kohler, west of the Argent Tournament camp. Just kill the nearby cultist to get the key, open the 4 cages, and unlock Cole's cage up above. The second quest is randomly one of 4 options. One of these options is Leg Up, where you need to get Tall Strider legs located throughout the Hrothgar Island. This island is directly north of the Argent Tournament. It's where most of your dailies will take place. Going back to the quests, you could randomly also get the quest Rescue at Sea. Just go north to your faction's boat and kill berserkers and harpooners. If your faction's boat is too crowded, you can always fight on the opposite faction's boat, but you will be pulling a lot of extra mobs. Another possible option is Light's Mercy. Fly to Hrothgar and then click the prayer book and the slain villagers while trying not to aggro Cavaldir. If you're tired of putting random items on your hotbar, my macro in the cheat sheet combines all the items into one slot. Then the 4th possible daily quest option is Stop the Aggression. That's a simple kill quest of 10 Cavaldir on the island. There's also one other NPC that offers Sunreaver and Silver Covenant dailies. Savinia Lore Song and Tylo's Dawn Runner will randomly offer one of 3 daily quests. First up, Gormok wants its snowbolts. This quest sends you to K3 to net snowbolts. I've got a great macro for this that you can spam while you're blindfolded. Another possible option is Breakfast of Champions. That quest requires you to use the Earthshaker drum near mounds north of Brunhildar village. You have to kill the Jormungers and run away from the mole machines. Another possible quest you could get is What do you feed a Yeti anyways? You have to go north to your faction's boat and loot the fresh chum buckets. Then jump in the water and use the chum bucket. That'll send a shark or an angry Cavaldir after you. Just kill the sharks until you get at least 3 shark meat and you're good to go. There are even more dailies if you're an exalted champion of the Horde or the Alliance. High Crusader Adelard in the Western Tent offers a kill quest to kill either Drotten, Yngvar, Ornoff, or Keros. All of these NPCs are located on Hrothgar, and you just use the given quest item near their location to summon them. Ornoff is summoned on the ship to the east. Meanwhile, Drotten is summoned north by the monuments, and then Yngvar is summoned in the cave to the west. The exception is Death Speaker Keros, who's just chilling west of the Argent Tournament. The other set of Crusader dailies comes from Crusader Silverdawn. She offers the Fate of the Fallen. Just pick up the discarded soul crystals from the ground southwest of Alderthar, then use the Light Blessed relic item on fallen hero spirits. The other possible quest is Get Kraken. This is a bombing run quest. You just start by getting on a hippogriff outside the western tent. Just wait until you're near the Kraken and spam your macro to get this quest done fast. Another way to increase your seals is to do one Trial the Champion heroic per day. That'll give you an additional 3 champion seals per day. And I definitely can't forget the 3 bonus seals you can get from the Black Knight's quest chain finale. Head to Crusader Rydala to pick up the Black Knight's Curse. This quest is completed east of the Argent Tournament grounds. Once the cultists stop talking, the assassin will attack you and you have to kill him to finish the quest. Then the follow-up, the Black Knight's Fate, sends you west to kill Dr. Calder. Just loot him for his orders and head back to finish the questline. All of these big new Argent Tournament changes are great, but there are big new changes coming for the rating soon too. Check out my Phase 3 loot video to stay up to date with all the new changes.